Hey everybody, didn't exactly think that I would be reviewing Fast and Furious 9 as my first ever movie review on this channel, but here we are. Just a little bit of background. My friend and I decided, well, we have limited exposure to this franchise. It might be a little bit of fun if we just go watch it, because we wanted to hang out anyway. And I figured, sure, that sounds fun. And I ended up coming out going, this movie is really good. So yeah, I need to figure out why this movie actually worked for me, and I feel the best way to do that is just on camera. We're just gonna free talk it. I'm gonna spoil the crap out of this movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a good movie, go watch it. Wow. If you have seen it, keep watching, because we've got a lot to talk about. Namely, why I think this movie ultimately works, which is frankly because it's got a lot of heart. I think it does actually come down to their whole family meme that Vin Diesel says every 10 seconds. Like you can get wasted off this movie just off the fact of how many times they say family, because it's family, boys. It's like, okay, I get it. But like they hammer it down, but in a fun way, and you actually start to care about these people who I had zero exposure to, except Tyrese, I guess, from Fast 2. And that's about it. Boy, is he different. Like, he's now just mowing down guys with machine guns, whereas the second movie, he can barely kick a guy to death. I think it's hilarious. Like, it's such a weird franchise in that regard because obviously it started out as like a smaller scale drifting car franchise that's evolved into this massive, like, behemoth of an action franchise. Yet it works in a strange, weird way. Like, it's a complete genre shift when you really think about it. Yet it's interesting. It's one of the most interesting franchises I've seen. So I think I did talk about this. Han. I haven't exactly had much exposure to him, obviously. I've only really seen him in a couple of clips online and his infamous death scene where he instantly explodes. And then when I found out he was coming back in the ninth movie, I'm like, okay. I mean, everyone can come back, I suppose. Bring Gal Gadot back in the next movie. I know she was in one of these. It weirdly works in a way. Like, they don't really explain it, and I think they meme it to an extent of like, wait, how are you alive? And then he's just like, oh, I faked my death. And they show you how he fakes his death. And I'm still confused on how it works, but I'm just like, go along with it. Fast and Furious knows exactly what this franchise is. It delivers. It didn't jump the shark for me in terms of action. I think they actually did a good job justifying going to space. But you know what? It just keeps escalating and you just keep going along with it, and it's like a trip, man. I will say, there's a couple of moments where like the references to other movie franchises felt egregious. But I liked, I think the villain's name was Cypher. It's Charlize Theron's character. She makes this whole Star Wars argument. It's very meta because it's like, oh, this is the part where the villains lose or whatever. And usually I don't like that in movies because the movies are meant to be more serious. And they managed to pull it out of their ass, literally. They made the Yoda puppet up your ass joke. I'm like, oh, you geniuses. Because I'm really critical of Star Wars being referenced everywhere because it's just easy. And they managed to actually make it funny. She was surprisingly funny and very meta. And I feel like she really fits well into the whole immortal joke because she obviously gets a fake out death sequence that you can see a mile coming away. It's like, oh shit. Oh wow, she was in a drone cockpit. Like, duh, it obviously makes sense. She's a tech expert. Why the hell would she decide to fly a physical plane? Which is kind of a good criticism of other movies, like typically 90s or 2000s, like, I'll do it myself, and then they just get themselves killed stupidly. Or even, Jurassic World, when they're like billionaires, like, yeah, I'll fly the helicopter in there, I'm a good guy. Oh no, I'm dead now. It's like, really? At least, she's actually using her brains, which is kind of fun. And another thing I really liked, the immortal joke that Tyrese does throughout the film, surprisingly works. Tyrese is the perfect character for it, obviously. Like, he gets shot a billion times, no scratches. They say in other movies they never die. No one ever dies in this franchise. It's like an infamous complaint. Like, they basically went on whatever Twitter or Facebook or whatever and went, wow, let's look at all the criticisms. Oh no, justice for Han. Yeah, bring him back. Oh, no one ever dies. Okay, make fun of that. Who cares? We'll probably kill some people next movie or the movie after. So, talking about the heart, I actually am surprisingly engaged with the flashbacks that they were doing. They actually are very good actors. They actually sell deep emotions in these flashbacks. Like, a particular moment I really enjoyed was when they were racing down and then Dom ends up winning, because of course he does, he's Dom. And his brother goes, no, and drives off. But you know why he's saying no? It's not because he lost the race, it's because he can't tell his brother about the truth. And he lost the one thing that he still loved deep down. And, the whole movie about family and the importance of that, and how much, obviously, the Torettos need the family aspect in their life. It's interesting having that character lose his family and go on that journey of starting to reclaim it towards the end and wanting to reclaim it. I'm probably giving this movie too much credit, but damn, I like that. I like those flashbacks. They actually tried something and it worked. So good on them. Last thing I really liked was pretty much coming from an outsider's perspective. It kind of made most of the film a comedy, like even more so than it normally would be, because there's scenes where they just bring back this like female character in the bunker, and I'm just like, I don't even know who you are, but they must be significant. And obviously they play up the Han reveal more. I'm like, yeah, Han, you can probably shoot people. You know what? You get to be special ops, and you, Tyrese, you barely killed a guy 6 movies ago. Just mow him down, go to space. Might have been able to just cut a couple scenes out of this film. Like, I don't really care too much about the Vin Diesel. I'm dying. Let me have a flashback to my entire life sequence now. Oh, I figured out my brother's not so evil. Like, boring. So yeah, overall, I mean, I can't exactly fault this movie. It was surprisingly good in every aspect that I thought it might be pretty shit in. Like, I was going into this thinking, oh, this is going to be a meme movie that my friend and I can just laugh at. And yet, I'm engaged. I might actually watch this whole franchise now properly. Hey everyone, I kind of forgot to record a rating, so 8.5 out of 10 rubber chickens. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, everyone. If you liked this video, obviously like the video if you want to do that. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content. I am planning on doing a lot more movie reviews about, say, Loki, for example. I'm also wanting to talk about this movie a lot more with everyone down in the comments below, so please comment. I really want to talk about this movie. And yeah, that's about it for this video, so have a tappy day, everyone. Bye!